Hello everyone, and I am here from TheArkTechs to do a Mirror's Edge review. And I know this game is like 4 years old and I'm behind, but I never played it. I heard good things about it, so I got it. I think it was like $5 in the summer sale, which is the best thing ever. Thank you, Val. And this game has pros and it has cons, and I think the cons outweigh the pros because, as you can see in this video, this is probably the worst level in the entire game. I mean, it took me like an hour just to do this level. And here you can see I'm not doing anything because I'm looking up a walkthrough on my phone because I couldn't figure it out. And, well, let's get started. Okay, the first pro is the story. The story... Wait, no. What am I saying? No, that's the first con. The story sucks ass. The story's horrible. I mean, the characters are bad. And you can even tell there was supposed to be a big plot twist, and it wasn't really a plot twist because you can kind of tell it's gonna happen. So I don't know why I put that in the pros, because the story is horrible. The story is bad. Just don't play this game for the story because it's bad. Now, what another pro that's actually a pro, not a con, the soundtrack. The soundtrack is pretty good. It's good for the free running parkour kind of game, and the graphics are nice for 2009, I think, 2008. I don't remember, but the graphics are pretty good for its time. And the immersion is really good, especially when you're running fast in an open place, and you see that like stuff on the sides of the screen because you're going really fast. That's really cool. But then there's a lot of cons, so I need to explain why it ruins the immersion. Now for the cons. The combat. The combat is horrible. Like, it's just so bad. Like, you're supposed to disarm them when they're gonna hit you and the gun turns red, and it doesn't work half the time. And there's parts where it's forced on you. Like, you're forced to do the combat. It's horrible. Why does the game force you? You should be able to run past them and do something else and just escape. Why do you have to fight? It's horrible. If you're gonna force combat, make it good. And the game is supposed to be free running in parkour, but it's so linear. Like, it doesn't give you any... I mean, it shows you where to go, like the red spots, but it's so linear. Like, it should be more open world and give you multiple options of how to get somewhere. Like, sometimes even though it shows you where to go, it's not very clear where you're supposed to go, so I couldn't tell where I was supposed to go. And I kept dying like this level, as you can see, which I don't even know what I'm doing there, but... And it's too short. I finished this game in about 6 hours, 6.5 hours, something like that. It's like, I think it's too short, but they couldn't really make it too long because it would get kind of old. And the game's already really repetitive, especially if you're in a bad level with, since half of the game has poor level design, you're gonna keep dying and dying and dying and dying and dying, trying to figure it out, and then you have to eventually look it up, or you'll just end up rage quitting like I did a lot. And overall, this game, I would give it a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6.5, because there's a lot of cons, but I mean, it has potential. It's a good idea. I mean, it's a breath of fresh air with all these FPS games and stuff. But I'm excited for Mirror's Edge 2. Hopefully they fix the combat. If they don't fix combat, I'm not fucking buying that game. But yeah, I'm excited for Mirror's Edge 2. So Mirror's Edge gets a 7 out of 10 from me, or 6.5, something like that. Thanks for watching and subscribe.